Hey guys, 343 have released the info for the upcoming Sandbox update, and this covers weapons, vehicles, grenades, and it even covers additions made to the legendary weapon variants. I'm going to speed run through this, but to preface, I want to say that a lot of these changes are great, and I think you'll be pretty pleased by them. To start, we have the return of the Disruptor's damage over time effect. In the past, it used to require 3 shots to trigger the damage over time effect, but now it requires 4. 343 have said if you can string 2 of these super combines together, being 8 shots, that will be enough to secure a kill. And I really appreciate what 343 have done this time around, as they've shown us what that's going to look like before the update's released. I might just have an awful memory, but it looks like the effects on the Spartan are quite different to how it was before, and I do like the visual change. The M392 Bandit and Bandit Evo are receiving some updates too, and 343 are addressing the feedback around the Bandit's damage per second, so they've given the Bandit a slower rate of fire, and its rounds per second has gone from 2.9 to 2.715. And at the same time, they've made an improvement to the red reticle headshot accuracy. The Sentinel Beam is receiving a few changes for the first time since launch, and the goal here is to improve the Sentinel Beam's consistency. So after the update goes live, the Sentinel Beam will do the same amount of damage no matter the range you are between you and your opponent. Coupled with that, they have disabled the headshot capabilities, as it was adding too many variables to the damage scaling. So to put it simply, they've increased the base damage, removed the headshot multiplier, and also removed the damage fall off. Next, we have the beast that I have loved since the technical previews, and that is the Ravager. 343 want the Ravager to receive a bit more attention on the battlefield, so they've given its primary fire an increase in damage. Previously, the Ravager needed to hit 6 shots from its burst fire barrage to secure a kill, which could kill in 2 bursts, but often required at least 3 bursts on a moving target. Now, the Ravager will only require 5 direct shots to kill, which should result in more consistent 2 burst kills. I believe that's bringing it in line with its technical preview version, and I am so bloody happy about that. The next weapon change might frustrate some people, or it might make you quite happy. I'll be quite curious to know in the comments below. Anyway, it's about the assault rifle. It seems 343 wanted to improve the reliability and feel of the MA40 assault rifle. Previously, when using the AR at full auto, the reticle would get bigger and the bullet spread would expand, resulting in the normal bloom behavior. However, when the AR reached its maximum bloom state, the bullets were trending only to the edges of that bloomed reticle. This meant that there could be times the weapon would be shooting around the opponent, as the bullets would not land closer to the center of the reticle. To improve the feel of the AR, bullets will land anywhere inside the reticle, increasing the chance that a player with accurate aim will secure the kill. I've seen some interesting opinions and stances on this change on Twitter and Reddit, so I'm very curious to see what you guys are thinking. I personally like when my assault rifle can kill people effectively, and as long as it's not competitive, I think it's okay. The skewer is receiving a small change, and this is to give it a faster reload speed. There have been some inconsistencies with the spanker, and more specifically the explosions. So here it seems like they've adjusted the weapon's damage fall off curve, and this is to better reward players for more accurate spanker explosions around enemies. To compensate for this change, we've brought in the outer damage radius. We also wanted to increase the ammo reserve to match legacy titles, and this means it goes from max ammo of 6 to max ammo of 8. A similar change was made to the sniper rifle and bulldog, with the sniper going from 20 to 24 rounds and the bulldog going from 21 rounds to 28. And now we are on to the legendary weapon variants. To start, we have the big boy, the RAVAGER Rebound. Now, I don't want to say I had any input in this change, but I swear all of last year and recently this year, I was spamming 343 and Unishek to fix this goddamn weapon. Now, I know everyone else was requesting for this to get changed, but I'm so happy I can finally pick this weapon up and do something with it. 343 have said here that the changes made to its primary fire were inspired by the beloved brute shot from previous Halo games. Going further, they said we wanted to improve the RAVAGER Rebound's effectiveness while creating a new and somewhat relatable experience for our players. Additionally, the charged up shot has also gotten a significant utility increase. Its pool of damage will now deal more damage, and if it hits an opponent directly, it will result in an insta kill. And here you can see the RAVAGER Rebound in action, and holy shit, it looks good. It's going to basically feel like a new weapon. The Impact Commando is receiving a buff too, with the bloom being reduced to give you more consistent aiming and damage output capabilities. The Riven Mangler has received a very nice change too. It's recently felt quite sluggish, so 343 have now increased the rate of fire, and as well as that, they've reduced the gun kick, so hopefully that's going to feel a lot better to use. The Volatile Skewer has had some buffs to its accuracy as well as its reload speed, and it seems like it's got a big increase in damage. The Stalker Rifle Ultra has received a similar change too, as it now takes 3 shots to kill instead of 4. The aim down sight's transition time was adjusted, and its rate of fire has been slightly increased. I have another video to show you, and this is of the Unbound Plasma Pistol. Yes, this is finally receiving a big buff. The unbound plasma pistol now fires 3 projectiles per primary trigger pull. To better align weapon behaviour, we've also increased heat resistance to increase the duration to overheat, and the charged shot now EMPs, just like the regular plasma pistol. It looks a lot better to use now, so I'm very happy with that buff. And the final weapon change is coming to the flex fire sniper rifle, and it's quite a small change but important nonetheless, as they've improved the flex fire's ready up time, as it was feeling too long before you could actually shoot. So now when you pick it up, expect to fire a lot faster. Now we are moving to grenades, and I think I'll let this video do the talking. As you can see, all the grenades have received an impulse effect. So now we can finally grenade jump, just like you could in every other Halo. Onto the vehicle changes, we have a slight nerf for the Ghost, and now the Ghost has always been my favourite vehicle. So I'm a tiny bit sad to see it receive a nerf, but I actually understand it. A lot of Halo players have reported that the Ghost has been too powerful, so 343 have slightly lowered the health of each of the wings, so players can more easily destroy and thus hinder the Ghost's movement. There's been some work done to the Ghost's reversal speed and lateral movement in hopes to keep Ghost play more in check. So even though I like to see the Ghost be on top, I'm okay with these changes. For the sake of balance, it makes sense. And the final vehicle change is coming to the Banshee. The Banshee will be receiving quite a big buff next week, and I am so damn happy. To put it simply, the Banshee will now be receiving far less damage when it scrapes or collides with surfaces. And both the Plasma Cannons and Banshee Bomb have received a big buff. And this was done in the hopes to bring the Banshee back into the spotlight and see more kills from the sky. And then last but not least, to help add to its dogfighting potential, 343 have fine-tuned its left and right roll capabilities. And that concludes the sandbox update. I have to say, overall, I'm very pleased with all of these changes. I honestly think 343 got every single one of them right. It's what we've been asking for such a long time, especially for the Ravager Rebound, Banshee, Unbound Plasma Pistol, Disrupt the Damage Over Time effect. I could go on. For the first time in a very long time, I'm actually excited for an update. Now I have to say guys, we are so close to 49,000 subs. Please go check to see if you are subscribed to the channel. If you aren't, please do subscribe. It's free and it's the best way to support me. Thank you so much for the support. You're all bloody legends, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.